Okay, close that. Then go to control panel. Hello, floorball fans. We are back for Game 9 on Court A of the 2025 National Championship. This match will feature the Group A match between the Chicago Mad Dogs and Austin FC. I'm Brian Radical. I'll be your announcer for this game. Our referees for this match are Elliot Anderson and Tyler Radical. Teams getting ready to face off. Chicago in mint green, neon green, going from left to right on your radio, and Austin FC in black. Chicago has it in the corner. Out of bounds, it'll be Austin ball. Chicago with the ball along the boards. This is Chicago's only second game. They beat U19 Blue yesterday, 5-3 in the first game of the tournament. Austin's 1-1. They beat Colorado 7-3 yesterday, and then fell to the men's U19 this morning 9-7 in a very exciting game where Bogdan Durbalo went ahead and nailed down 6 goals, including 2 on penalties this morning. Oops. Chicago and Austin battling in the corner. Parcheesi comes away with it. Down to Chicago. Chicago picks it up. Drake Bartley with the ball. Nico Gray now takes it behind the net. Gray playing catch with Brenham. Brenham up to Nick Gray. Nick walks through traffic. Good job getting through traffic. Takes it back to the backboards. Comes around. Comes up. Derek Moser tries to center it. Blocked by Austin. And they're back 3-on-3. Parcheesi in the corner. And a little bit turnover. Goes to Chicago. Gray will take it from the spot. Over to Brenham. Back to Gray. Back to Brenham. Austin steals it. Davidson down to the corner for Chicago. Gray was working on Gontrev. McNair, shot wide. And it'll be Chicago ball. Bartley into Addington. Keener brings it up. Blocked by McNair. Back and forth in the middle. Chicago comes away with it. Tries to run through traffic. Looking for a call. Got one. Free hit for Chicago. About 5 meters from the box. Addington to take it. Gontrev in the corner. Whips it all the way down to the far end. AZ back to pick it up. Intercepted. Foul. Stick hit called. Neshkovich passes. Chicago picks it up. Addington with the ball. 2-man on. Neshkovich chasing down. Over to AZ. AZ goes behind the net to Bartley. Bartley brings it away. Stolen by Austin. Big save. Big save. Espinosa's in goal. Bartley loses it. Derek Moser goes behind the net, set it back up. Gray with the ball, walking it. Halfway gone in the first period. No score. The rain has stopped. The leak has stopped. We're back to 3x12 periods. For those who didn't know, we had a little leak resulting in a bucket on the floor. The last match, we had to go to match and a half. We played 2x18 instead of 3x12 to keep the same time. Gray walks up the boards. 2 on. And there's a foul. It'll be Mad Dog's ball here on the point. Gray drops it to Gray, no relation. Moser has it on the board. Centered back to Gray. Knocked away. Colum on it. Picked up by Neshy. Picked away. Collips picks it up. Floyd there. Barchesi. Over to McNair. Drop back for McNair. Great opportunity for McNair. Just a little bit wide. Into the corner. Going to be an Austin ball after a foul, stick check foul along the boards. 4:35 to go in the first period. The referee corrects Austin and puts him back on the spot. Well, we had hoped we were going to be able to run 2 mics today, ladies and gentlemen, but apparently that just didn't work. And after a couple of sound checks, we've decided to go back to 1. But we've identified the problem, and we'll just need a little more equipment for next time. If you're interested in volunteering for USA Floorball, we'd love to have you as a production assistant. You can be a director. You can be a cameraman. Right now, we're doing this with 2 or 3 volunteers who can come in and help. No experience necessary. We'll teach you what you need to know. Come to a tournament, have the best seat in the house, and have some fun with some other broadcast folks. Chicago brings the ball up. Run off by the ball by McNair. And we've got a penalty coming. Stop that clock. Penalty's going to be on McNair. 2 minutes for incorrect hit. Mad Dogs on the power play. They're setting up. Pish around behind the net. He's got Addington in front. Through. A lot of pressure. Gontrev on the pressure. Bartley with a shot. Wide. Pish in the corner. Pressured by Carp, and we've got an advantage. That's Casper Skells there. Chicago reset. Addington around the back. Feeds it over to Bartley. Shot. Blocked. Moser goes back to retrieve. About a minute left in the penalty to McNair. Gray at the point. Blocked. Was high off his chest. Fed back out. Gontrev with a shot. Save. And he'll drop back. .30 seconds left in the penalty to McNair. Chicago working it around. Austin in a diamond, but a very aggressive back-checking diamond like you see right there. Found a gap, though. Here's Nick Gray with a gap. Fans on it. Drops it back to Nico Gray. Back to Nick Gray. Nick walks it in. Crosses it. Can't handle the pass from Moser. 6 seconds to go in the penalty. Addington walks it in. Pickpocket by Cullum. Austin back to full strength. And they knock it out of bounds. Minute and a half to go in the first period. No score in this Game 9 of the 2025 U.S. Nationals. Chicago will hit it in with minute 13 on the clock. As a reminder, clock runs during all pool games. Austin picks the pocket. They're down a man, and Skells flips it over the net. I'm sorry, Tedders, not Skells. Zivkovic to Bartley. Bartley up to Keener. Addington spins. Comes across. Feeds ahead. Tipped away. And into the middle. Williams falls on it. Clean sheet so far here in his third game of his second tournament. Nice to see new goalies coming in. Tedders flips it up and over. 22 seconds left in the first. Chicago got one more chance to make something happen here. They'll flip it long. Off Pelkey's shoulder. Tedders behind the net. 6 seconds. In the corner. Still open. Possible breakaway for Cullum. Knocked away by the goalie. And we're going to have a penalty shot called at the very end. We're going to have a penalty shot called. The referee is explaining that he had the call before the clock, and I agree with that. We did see that. So we're going to have a penalty shot by Austin before the intermission time will start. Espinoza in goal for the Mad Dogs. Your shooter will be Haneshkovich. Reminder of the penalty shot rules. It's a lot slower than hockey. They can usually walk in. They'll take their time. It's a little bit of chest break. Neshkovich going quick. And Zorro's it right in. The rules are either the player or the ball must be going forward at all times. As long as he's moving forward, he can absolutely legally draw that ball back on that Zorro move. Austin goes into the first intermission up 1-0. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with the next period. All right, we're back with second period play. Austin on the strength of that penalty goal a few minutes ago. Currently leading 1-0. Austin putting a lot of pressure on out of the gate. Moser intercepts. Back to Austin. Nico Gray back. Walks it up to center. Austin playing very high defense. McNair picks it up. Looking up. 3-on-3. And a trailer with Davidson. And it bounces out. It'll stay Austin's ball. Austin dumps it in. Chicago pick it up. Nico Gray pulls ahead. Ankovic. Great spin shot. Good save by Espinoza. Gontrov around behind the net. Centered. Bowers with a shot from the slot. And it bounces out. It'll stay Austin's ball. Nope. It'll stay. It'll go to Chicago. That referee needs to learn to make up his mind. It's also my son, so I give him a hard time. Chicago inbound the ball. Lifts it ahead. Too much for Bartolai. Austin picks it up. Winds back. Knocked behind. Chicago also playing a very high defense. Now they settle back. Up in the air, broken up by Addington. Parcheesi tries to get it through. Addington tries to walk it all the way through. Noble tries to poke it in. Williams is equal to the task. 2 minutes gone in the second. Still 1-0 to Austin. We got a stick lift. Colum ahead. Tetters off to the wing. Pish fighting with Tetters on the board. Drops back to Skells. Skells ahead to Colum. Rejected by Bartolai. Knocked down to the corner. Divkovic on it. Gentle feathering in. Blocked. Skells from the point. Hipped. Settled right away. Parcheesi with the centering pass. Nobody home. Into the corner. Blocked by AZ. Pish back. Not able to stop it to the point. Addington walks it up himself. Puts it in the middle to Nick Gray. Misses the one-timer. Skells walks around. Austin gets a change. Back into the corner. Two Mad Dogs on. Nick Gray and Addington. Advantage coming to Chicago. And the advantage is called. Chicago's going to get it in the corner. Ball flies long to Nico Gray. Nico throws it in the middle. It pops behind Davidson. Back to Moser. Broken up. Moser and McNair along the boards. Davidson picks it up. Loses the ball to Moser picks it. Knocked away by McNair. That'll be a stick check. Davidson passes over to Gray. And a little mental unforced error there as Gray throws it out. Austin will get a change and the ball. 6:45 left in the second period. For the boards. Comes out, but Austin back to pick it up. Neski tries to go off the boards. Austin's ball along the boards. Colin with the hit in. Intercepted by Addington. Chicago back the other way, but Austin has numbers. Deflection. Pish throws it back in the middle. A lot of black jerseys and only one green. 3-on-2 the other way back. Cullum. Fans on it. Backhand tried. Scooped away by Bartley. Flicked over to Noble. Knocked back by Tetters. Knocks it free. Colum takes it to the wall. Addington all over him. And that's going to be Austin ball along the boards. 5.5 to go in the second. Gontrup gets it to McNair. McNair sails it. Got it on a hop. Got to settle that ball before you're going to scoop it like that. Chicago take it from the far spot. Gremmen into Nico Gray. Nico sends it long. Austin fires it all the way back down, and we'll start over. Again, if you're new to floorball, there's no icing or no offsides in floorball, so the floor is wide open. The white stripe exists only because the goalie cannot throw it over the white stripe. Moser in the corner. Takes a little push from Austin. Gets away with it. Ooh, nice spin move by Gontrev. Basically has Nico falling, centers it, but nobody's there. Goes all the way through. Davidson down to the corner. Bremen starts back up the boards. Tipped away by Austin. Bremen back on it. Sends it down to Moser. Moser got a player on him. Recovers it. Fires it into the net. Chicago has equalized at 1-1. On a very nifty loss and recovery by Derek Moser. Buries it to Williams left. And the score's tied. 4:18 to go in the second period. Chicago wins the draw and promptly loses again. Tetters comes away with it. Overruns it. And we've got a foul. So Austin will pick it back up. Score now tied. Floyd back with the ball. Up along the boards to Barchese. I'll get it right. Tetters sends it in. Barchese blocks the outlet. Back along the wall. And Espinoza dives all over it. Chicago back the other way. Floats it ahead. Pish. Waits a little bit too long. Austin gets there. Pelkey. Over to Colum. Colum. Blocked. Takes his own rebound and comes on back. Gets to the point to Pelkey. Pelkey takes the shot. Blocked in front by AZ. Bartley picks it up. Outlets to Noble. Over to Addington. And he gets deflected. Noble's in the corner. Tries to center. Austin takes it away. We're going to go back the other way. Austin throws it down to the corner and gets a change. Referee says no foul in the corner. Bartley tries to carry it. Loses it to McNair on the sweep. Floyd carries it over. Blocked by AZ. AZ flips it over the stick. And can't pull the second move off as Collip intercepts. Floyd Drops it back. Austin will reset. 2:32 to go in the second period. Great backhand right into Espinoza's gut. Positioning is everything. Chicago's going to walk it up at the 2:19 mark. Nico Gray. Ahead to Moser. Moser shoots wide. Nick Gray in the corner. Carries it around. Passes to Davidson, also behind. Stays behind. Looks for Moser in the middle. Passes to Nico Gray on the top. And Nico shoots it just over the crossbar. As we break the 2-minute mark, it'll be Austin's ball coming the long way. Austin inbounds. Neski in front of the net. Drops it for Tetters. I'm sorry, Bowers, not Tetters. Bowers takes it end to end. Goes behind. Loses it. Gives it back to Moser. Davidson drops for Moser. Gets it knocked away. Chicago resets. Minute 23 to go. Pass ahead. Gray can't handle it. Back out. Goncharoff all by himself and skies it over the net on the run. It's hard to imagine, but the running shot is one of the harder shots in floorball because you've got so much momentum on you, it's so easy to sail it. We hit the 1-minute mark in the second period. Score still tied at 1. Chicago with the ball. Addington bringing it up. Pass ahead to AZ. Not enough. Austin takes it. Andreevich. Goncharoff fades. Brings it back around. Blocked in front. Tried to get McNair. 34 seconds to go. Picked off. .25 seconds. Mad Dogs picking up. AZ tries to center. Blocked by Austin. Passed over. Big kick save. Espinoza gets a leg on it. 10 seconds to go. Austin rushing to get it done. In close, and it bounces into Espinoza's. They're going to try for a run. Pish tries to center, and it's knocked away, and that'll do it for the second period. So an exciting back and forth period of floorball. Score now tied at 1 apiece. As we go to the second intermission, we'll be back with the third period shortly. Hey, folks, we're back to start the third. Still scoreless. Or still tied, one apiece. Austin sneaks one in underneath. Pretty quickly there. As Tedder scores on the feed from Cullum. Makes it 2-1 Austin. Early in the second. And Chicago's going to have to play with some urgency now. Austin wins the draw. Back to Skells. Chicago picks it up. Chicago and Gontrev. Gontrev got it. Knocked away by AZ. Divkovic. Picked up. Pocket picked by Gontrev. McNair and Gontrev. Drop back to Pelkey. Pelkey shoots it into the corner. Little miscommunication, and Chicago will recoup and reset. Bartolai holds the ball. Chicago a little stagnant. You're playing floor ball. You really can't stay in one place. Nothing's going to change. Addington. 2 on. Tries to force it in. Tipped away. Pelkey on it. Noble defending. Pelkey's got it in the back. Sends it long. And a good effort by Neshkovich. Tried again. Couldn't get him. Sorry about that. I keep wandering afield here, and my cord keeps getting caught up. Definitely needed a couple of new mics for the production crew up here. Chicago brings it up. Derek Moser along the wing. Drops it back for Nico Gray. Gray. Over to Moser. Moser puts it in the corner. Nick Gray down there with it. Over to Davidson. Gray comes out of it, the corner. Defended by Neshi. Chicago plays it back in. Turnover and right back. Bremen. Bremen feeds over to Gray. Gray back up to Moser. Chicago doing a lot of carrying of the ball. Probably need to start doing a little more passing. Bremen with the shot. Either off the goal or off the side. Tedders with the ball. Loses it to Nick Gray. Tedders gets it back from Moser. Over to Collops. Floyd with the ball. Plays it up the boards. Loses in his own legs. McNair all over Moser. Moser secures it, drops it back to Gray. Nico Gray ahead for Bremen. Back to Gray. Chicago on a change. 9 minutes to go in the game. Chicago down 2-1 on Austin's early goal in the third. Blocked shot. Neshi comes away with it. Deflection back into Espinoza. Easily handles it. Feeds it back to Bartolai. Change looks complete. Addington back to Bartolai. Throws it back to Addington. Addington 2 on the wall. Pinned. Walks through. Feeds it over to AZ. Back to Keener. Addington lost it in the slot. Neshkovich the other way. Carries it. Zorro. Miss. McNair. Refs have a tip and communication. If you're a referee in floorball or in any other partnership referee, that headset, having a partner in your other ear, is just invaluable when it comes to getting the call right. As a former basketball referee at college and high school level, I wish we carried headsets. I don't know why we don't. Austin playing with it. Gontrev guys it across. And Neshkovich. Zorro's it backwards. Skells blocked by Pish. Skells still with the ball. Pish picks his pocket. Ahead for Addington. Addington avoids the sweep. Noble. Little whiff on that. 2 Mad Dogs in the back. Skells in the corner. It'll be an incorrect hit, and it'll be Austin's ball in the spot. 7:12 to go in the third period. Pelkey. Works it up the boards. Moser all over him. Finally gets called for a foul. Austin's ball back on the point. Cullum will hit it in. Starts it back to Bowers. Bowers to Cullum. Flips it to the corner. Bowers hits it with a high stick. Again, remember, high stick in floorball is anything above the knee. Above the waist, you can call it a penalty. Moser walking the ball. Back to Nico Gray. Coming up on the halfway mark of the third period. Chicago starting to run out of some time. Needs a little urgency to get that equalizing goal back. Chicago works it around. Up the boards to Nick Gray. Nick carries it back, feeds Nico. Nico ahead. Brenham, shot, wide. Moser tracking it down on Pelkey. Pelkey gets there first. Pelkey carries it in the corner. Passes over to Bowers. Bowers comes up. Back. Gets it back after a give and go. He feeds it back. Austin takes their time and gets a change. Verkesi tries to send it up. Misses. Loses the ball. Davidson. Chicago gets a full change. Keener walking the ball up at half. In an oval. Back to Keener. Keener asserting himself along the boards. McNair kicks it ahead. Perfectly legal. 5 minutes to go in the game. AZ throws it into the corner with Keener. Keener's got two in front of the net. Deflects close to Williams, and Williams sucks it in. Williams is really having an outstanding tournament so far in Austin's net. Austin breaks loose. Great save by Espinoza on the kick save. Espinoza, not wanting to lose any of his due, comes up big. Great goaltending on display here in this match, folks. Bartley starts it up, coming up on the 4-minute mark. Austin content to hang back. 2-3 right now. Close to playing a man. Chicago not moving enough. Now they're starting to move against him free. And he hits Pish in the middle. Pish can't steer it in. Takes it to the corner instead. Kicks it around. Pish still has it. Pops it up. Lost it to Skells. Addington goes into the corner and knocks it out. It'll be Austin's ball. Austin from the spot. Chicago moving to a full court press. AZ sweeps it back. Goncharev loses it to Pish. Pish runs it back. Goncharev all over him. Addington. .312. 1 goal game. Bartley's shot blocked. Pish tries. Content to keep him in the back. Austin breaks out with numbers. 2-on-1. Trailing defense. Not quite there. Pass a little forward. Goncharev missed it. Chicago down to their last 2.5 minutes. Brennan. Over to Gray. Gray ahead. To Moser. Moser shoots. Blocked. Way up in the air. Moser all alone against 4 Austin shirts. Fires in. Williams has the arm. Loses it, but defense comes in and cleans it up. Bowers in the corner. Cullum. Intercepted by Nick Gray. Gray behind. Shot. Blocked. Chicago playing with some urgency now. Moser runs off Cullum. Over. Davidson. Back to Gray. 2:10 to go. Brenham. Gray. Over to Nick Gray. Brenham. Nick Gray centered it for Moser. Too many black shirts. McNair comes alone. Good defense by Nico Gray. Davidson sweeps it off. 1-on-4. Centers it for Nick Gray. Keen Addington walking it. Can't get through two Austin players. 1:30 to go. Not sure if you'll see the goalie pull here. Good block by Brenham. Picked off midair by Gontrov. Swift spin move, blocked by AZ. Gontrov to the corner, 1:14. Taken away by Keener. Keener tries to take it along the wall. Advantage coming for Keener. He's going to give it back to him at the line. 1:02. .42 seconds to go. Austin behind the net. Chicago net is empty. Austin shot just wide with 33 seconds to go. Extra attacker on for Mad Dogs. Oh, a great give and go there between Pish and Gray. Nick has it alone and he gets it in! Gray scores from the top of the box to Williams' lower left. And Chicago Mad Dogs have equalized with 17.8 seconds to go in this game. That's the steal of a point right there. A great shot by Nick Gray in traffic, beating Williams to the bottom left. His left. Espinosa's back in the net. It's 2-2. Gray loses his stick. Goes to get it back as fast as he can. Keener wins the ball. Austin loses the ball. It's all in the middle. No. The clock was not stopping. Referee caught it. There's 5 seconds left. Keener throws it to the net, and he throws it over. And that's the end of the game. The final score, Chicago Mad Dogs 2, Austin FC 2. Stay tuned for the next game, which is coming up almost immediately. We're trying to get back on schedule. But our next game will feature... Looks like... What do we got here? Southwestern A will be Austin Bluebonnets against N2FA. See you shortly. Take care.